It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comfort together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech.
Darling. Hello. Hello to all of my pot stirrers, my tea leaf readers, and my darlings, honey, my tea baggers. Hello. What's your tea? What is your tea, honey? It's another glorious day, my darlings. And I know you have all of your crumpets together. So, darlings, you know what time it is, honey. It's time to dish tea. And you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech. What's going on? What is going on? Well, I decided today, honey, I was going to come to you real quickly, honey, because I was trying to do this last night. You know, we usually hear on Fridays and Saturdays, but I was putting the show together. And listen, I need to know something because I'm going to have to go back to my ophthalmologist and carrying on. I do have my glasses, and, well, I got them, but I don't have them, right? Because I got a pair in my bag. That's the blue pair. I got to find my black pair. That's both the bifocal, honey. And then my driving pair is in the car. But I have been having problems. Like if I'm at the computer for too long, honey, everything starts to get blurry on me, right? And I get to sit and flirt with my eyes and carry on try to clear up my vision. And it's like something just ain't right. So I'm wondering, what, you know, I got to find out what the tea is here. Either if it's the computer screen, am I on these things too long? Because it happens on my phone too from time to time, more so on the computer than it is my phone. And I'm just trying to get a hold of what's going on with all of this, right? And it's kind of bumming me out because, you know, it's interrupting me. I'm trying to read, I'm trying to do whatever, and it ends up sending me into a frenzy, right? So, yeah, we're gonna have to go get that looked at, baby. My doctors will probably tell me I may have to start wearing my glasses a little bit more often. And I'm really not into doing that. I may end up getting some contact lenses, you know, just so that I could have those. Because the glasses are cute and, you know, they're cute for being intellectual and all that kind of jazz. But trying to keep them clean and carrying on. And like my driving pair, listen, when I first got my glasses, let me explain. They tell me I have a slight astigmatism in both of my eyes. Right now, I'm far-sighted and nearsighted at the same time. So I'm like, okay, but it's very, very slight, right? So they told me that, okay, well, we could get you a bifocal, okay, or we could get you, you know, one pair is for seeing and one pair, you know, you got your readers. And at the time, honey, my vanity would not let me say bifocals, right? So I said, well, we'll just get the 2 pair. Well, of course, as it never failed that while I'm wearing one, I always needed the other pair. Okay. So trying to do this whole back and forth thing of switching glasses and everything to read, that was getting on my nerves. So I'm like, okay, fine. So 5 years later, I go back, and redo my glasses and carry them. It's still fun. I still have not gotten adjusted to it because I don't wear them every day, right? Which is probably part of the problem. Because the way the line is, that you don't see the line, but it's half of the glasses is for me to look, and the bottom half is for me to read. So when I got them on, I'm supposed to look down, and read with this part. And then when I'm looking at everything, I got to look up, and it gets a little bit that way. So I still have not gotten adjusted to the glasses after all this time because I don't wear them every day. I only wear them when I need to. Okay. And that might be part of the problem why a bitch can't sit up here and read the screen, or after so long my eyes get tired and this, that, and the other. So when I go back to get a new eye exam, honey, they're probably going to tell me, okay, this is where this is. And, so how many of y'all understand all of that, right? How many, I'll be 54. Tomorrow will be December 4th, right? 2023. So I got 90 days, honey, right? In 3 months, I will be 54 years old, or years young, or however we're going to say it. And so we're in this particular space, right, of being over 50 and carrying on, blah, 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 blah. So what does that mean? So how many of y'all are feeling that particular plight, where, you realize that, honey, your body changing, and it's not necessarily cute. And, you got to deal with the adjustments, honey. How are you mentally with all of that? Are you able to mentally be prepared? Is it still a work in progress because things are changing yet daily? Those of you who've already gone through this and are not at the now, is something else that changes, okay? And whether it's for the betterment or whatever, it's something changes. And for me, right now, it's dealing with my eyes, and oh my God, I don't know what this is with my allergies. My ears, nose, and my throat and my eyes all get to itching at the same fucking time, right? And I know, the ENT, the ear, nose, and throat, honey, all of that is connected. So I can understand it, but at the same time, it gets on my nerves, right? So, okay, okay. But okay, honey, today is Sunday, and y'all know usually on Sundays, what do? We do I said what the fuck it is I said, right? And I have not done a I said what I said Sunday in quite some time, because usually I'm at the donut factory, right? But my schedule has changed, and it's going to be changing again. So I wanted to come in today and give y'all a little bit of I said what I said Sunday. So y'all know how this is. I'm going to give you the opportunity to come. I'm going to put the link, okay, down here in the comments, okay? So if this is something that you want to do, you want to come up in here, I'm going to give you 5 minutes, okay? I'm going to give you 5 minutes to talk. Okay, we can talk about whatever's on your mind. Just do not come out of a fucking bag on me, okay? I swear to God, honey, y'all come out of a bag crazily or carrying on, you will get hurt up in here, because I'm not in the mood for shenanigans, okay? I'm really not. I'm not in the mood for shenanigans. But, good conversation and carrying on and things, yeah, we can handle all that. but I'm not in the mood for foolish, okay? And ridiculousness and carrying on, right? I'm not in the mood. So having said all that, govern yourselves accordingly, honey, because I swear I don't usually cuss out my guests, honey, but today you will get cussed the fuck out. Okay, double barreled. Okay, because no, all right, it's not about all of that. Okay, we're gonna have a little good time, and we're going to respect one another and learn how to have conversation without it being, I'm learning that a lot of people like to talk and they like to get into stuff just because they like to hear themselves talk. They want to hear themselves talk. They want to, and then for those who are petty, those who just talking to try to have a point, to try to sit up there and say, I stuck it to you and this, that, and the other, miss me with all of that, okay, please, right? So that there is that. There's a couple of things that I wanted to get into today because, again, the internet has just been blowing up, and it kind of perplexes me a little bit. I want to get your take on it as well. How many of you guys, I know y'all heard about T.I. and his son King, and their whole debacle at the game over here in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz and stadium rather, and how it became a physical altercation between T.I. and his son. And I've heard folks saying it's this is an embarrassment, this is a this is a that, but at the same time, I get it. Okay, I get it, because King, being the young man that he is, wishing and hoping to be seen as the young man that he is, and now he's trying to be into the hip hop genre of music, trying to understand he got credit, and trying to get his little street cred together and all that kind of jazz, and felt as though he can out talk his parents, and he wanted to sit down and come for his dad. Well, his daddy had to show him, little nigga, look, this ain't what you think it is. Okay, I don't care about how much about business that you own. I said shut your mouth, because you're embarrassing us and the family and this, that, and the other. And you sit up here got a point to prove, and then go want to jump bad. Okay, and this, that, and the other. Really. Now I was trying to find the clip, because I was going to play the clip and things, but the clips that I have found has been other people's, they done put their watermark on it and everything, because they were talking about it and all of that, and I don't want to give them children any other credit or whatever, because this is, that's their platform, and we doing something a little bit differently over here. So I didn't want to pull those particular images. But let me ask you guys, what is it that you think about parenting these days? Because it seems as though you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, and no one can seem to get it right in the eyes of the public. Here on social media, everybody gets to talking, get to fitting, get to flirting, and something goes down, and because we got this little clip, everybody want to comment and want to feel as though they are in authority on someone's life based off of 20 seconds of a clip you done seen, and not knowing the entire story behind it. Okay, now we have seen enough. This particular clip with T.I. and King, it was enough of a clip for us to see that King's mouth got, was writing checks that his ass couldn't cash with his father. Okay, but what say you? Okay, what is it? What's your take on it? Because here's one thing that I know. Number one, Tiny was there, and he's not listening to his mama, so he's trying to overshout his mama, and she's like, boy, hush your mouth, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. And then he wants to sit down there and do this little man thing, right? And then got to talking about y'all. Then when his father stepped in, now you still trying to be this man and want to step to the plate. All right. Now, ladies, let me ask you something. What would you have done? Because I had to tell this to my sister. Because she was, my nephew was at that age where, like most male children do, if not all, they get to that point where, we have allowed them to be young men, and so they get to smelling themselves, okay? They realize their nutsack is hanging just a little lower than before. They got a little facial hair here and there because they got 2 whiskers on their chin and a little mustache. They think that makes them a man. And God help us if they're sexually active, because now they realize that their penis works. Okay? And now they think that they a man for real. Okay? And think that they can handle the world because they done had fights in high school. Okay? And they got a little credit in high school, but really have not dealt with the real world. Okay? And I had to tell my sister, I need for you to let his daddy handle this. Okay? And if it becomes a shouting match between the two of them, don't get in it. You understand me? And she paused for a minute. I said, I said, what I need for you to do is to hear me. Because see, me being here in Atlanta, all of mine know. Okay, all of my nieces and nephews and my siblings, they know I'm nothing but a phone call away. If I have to hitchhike home, honey, I'm coming home. Okay, and they know that. Sorry, y'all, that's my alarm. If I was at work, they know that if I have to come in and handle a problem, I'm coming, right? So I had to tell that to my sister's fiance, the father of her second set of twins, okay? And I'm like, okay. So I had to go to him, and I was like, listen, let me tell you something. I am trying not to get in this because you the daddy. So you need to go handle this before I do. Oh, meet you. I said, don't tell me what you understand. I need for you to go handle your son. That's your son. And he's about to get his ass whipped because he mounted off at my sister. Okay. And thinking that he's all this much of a man and carrying on. And so when he said he was going to handle it. And I said, and I told him, I said, look, I don't want to come in stepping on your toes because you are his father. Okay. But I need for you to come on and step up to the plate, bruh. Okay. So he said, okay, Michi, I got it. So when after we had that conversation, because, it's a whole disrespectful thing. And that's, man to man. I'm not trying to disrespect you by coming in trying to lay down a law in a house that I'm not living in. You know what I'm saying? But it will happen because this is family. And one thing we're not going to tolerate, honey, is because right now I'm the patriarch of this immediate family, and there's certain standards that we're not going to live underneath. And one thing is for sure. 2 things is for certain. Is certain, and 3 things, honey, is downright the truth. Okay, we would not let no child act as if he's going to run anything up in here. You understand? So I had to tell my sister, let him handle this. And if it gets to that point, don't get in it unless you have to, and it gets to the point where it's too much. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know what that level is. You can hear it, you can feel the energy, and you understand that. But in the beginning, I said, don't you dare get involved in this, because That's something between a father and a son and male children that it comes that time where you got to put your foot in his motherfucking chest in order for him to understand he's not as grown as he think he is. Okay. Now I went through this with my sister's first, her older boy, right? Because my sister got two sets of twins. My sister, y'all heard me say this, but my sisters are identical twins. Okay. They're 2 minutes apart. So the older twin has two sets of fraternal twins, boy and a girl set each time. My other sister, she just has one son. Now, I didn't have to go through this with her because McKees is a tirade, Hetty, and my sisters are excellent mothers. But the younger, my baby sister, Hetty, she, yeah. And with her having only one child, you know, she was very protective of him and carried on so much. So what we had to do, we had to teach her how to let him go. I'm like, girl, don't, you know, she wasn't completely Elmira from the Tiny Toons or whatever, but you know, we had to, girl, okay, look, you know, but with my older nephew, honey, oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, we had to have that come to Jesus moment, and that was that. So, having said all that, going back to T.I. and King, and this particular situation, what is it that you would have done? Okay, especially for those of you who are parents, and now that we in this world where everybody trying to tell you about parenting, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that. You know, everybody quick to sit down, and because we got these damn phones, they want to record you and carry on. They're quick to call the police on you as a parent. You know, everybody trying to tell you what you can and cannot do to your child. And now that we are in this whole thing of corporal punishment and this, that, and the other, we in this thing, and you know, it becomes something. While I'm thinking about this, let me see if I can pull this other video up, because I just thought about something. It's something. It's another one that came across on the social media that I want to see if let me see if I got it. I want to get to this one here, baby. Because I sent it out to folks, and I asked the question: is this old school discipline, or was this child abuse? Okay. And I got a mixture of responses, because a lot of folks were saying, you know, it's old school. But then I had other folks that stood up and said, no, this here is abuse. Okay. Then I had one person sit up and say, no, this is just old school abuse. And that tickled me. I said, okay, you know, but nonetheless, you know, we want to look at this and be like, okay, what does this mean? You know, where do we go from here, and et cetera, blase, yada, 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 right? But what say you? Okay. Oh, that's another story I got. Yeah, I got so many. What I do is when I come across stuff, I hit it up on my Facebook Messenger. Oh, they done took the damn thing down. Oh, they took it down, y'all. It was an on-site video. Let me see if I go to their page and see if I can pull it up. It was, the boy was getting his ass whooped. Okay, the mama came up to the school. Did y'all see that? Mama come up to the school, and boy's ass at the school in front of the teachers. And then, you know, she got to go on and she got to holler. You know how mamas holler when they whooping and carrying on. But there was it was the language that she was using, and that folks are finding, or you know, coming into question with, you know. Let me see if I can find it, because right now it look like they done took it down. It looked like they done took that damn thing down, because I done sent it to a number of people, and I think they took it down. Oh Lord, child. I knew I should have saved it immediately, but I did not, so that's on me. Story. But okay. I'm gonna let that be. But it's interesting, very, very interesting. Oh, I want to play that too. Oh, you know what? I think I am. They're probably gonna ding me for it, but okay. I don't mind the ding sometimes, honey, because this is stuff that I want to share with you guys, and um, sometimes the people want to sit down there and tell me I can't share it or whatever because they want to, they scared I'm gonna monetize something or whatever the case may be. But that be that. Um. Okay. I no, they done took this damn post down. I can't get it. Oh, shucky ducky, quack quack. Yeah, they done took this damn thing down, y'all, and I'm evil about it. Oh, I am evil about it. Because this should have been the tea. This was going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful conversation. But yeah, they took the video down. Yeah, and I guess it's because you know, and again, here we are. Folks will sit down there and tell you what child abuse is. They'll sit down there and want to say this is abuse and blah blah blah. But yet, we will sit up and they will um promote, a lot of the police brutality and all that kind of stuff. And that was something that my mother had told the police about my brother one time, right? My brother had got caught out after curfew. Okay. So they had picked him up and they made my mother come down to the station to come and get him. And my mother was, okay, she's upset. She's mad as hell, okay? Because, of course, she got to go down here and get him and this, that, and the other. And as she was chastising my brother, my mother, you have to understand, my mother's 6 feet tall. But my brother was like, at that time, I'm 6'4", and my brother was just at that 6'5" point, right? Because he had just started getting taller than me because he ended up being 6'7". So, she went up in there and she collared him, right? And she was, she said, listen, I told you to keep your ass home. What did I tell you? And the police gonna tell me something, oh, ma'am, you can't do that in here. And she said, wait a minute, She said, what you're not gonna do is try to tell me about mine. She said, that right there is mine. Okay? She said, now, y'all not gonna sit down here and tell me that I can't put my hands on him. She said, look at him. As big as he is, y'all ain't gonna tell me what I can't do, but yet if y'all found a problem with it, y'all have been whooping my son's ass your damn self and probably killed him. She said, so what you ain't gonna do? She said, no, I tell you what, if you think you could do a better job than I can, you keep his ass here then. Well, ma'am, it's not that. She said, don't tell me what it's not, because that one is gonna learn what to do, what the fuck it is I said do. And we wouldn't have been here. Now, my brother was going through his changes and carrying on. So, he all that way. And when he came home, he never liked making my mother mad. So anytime mama was mad at him, whatever, he would go downstairs. I had a little lair downstairs. Okay. I had made a little lair downstairs in the basement, and we had a back room area. And so anytime he made mama mad or whatever, he would always stay out of sight and try to let her cool down or whatever before he would come back upstairs in the house and carry it on. But that makes sense when my mama told that to the police or whatever, because you're like, No, no, you're not gonna tell me how to raise mine up in here, and then I have to run the risk that you tell me I can put my hands on it, but then y'all gonna be the ones to beat the hell out of them and carrying on. No, that don't work. That makes no kind of sense. So what say you? What say you? Yeah, they took the other video I was looking for. They took it down, y'all. They end up taking it down. I see, and that's a damn shame. It's a shame, but I'm sure they took it down because of they're gonna say it was violence. Okay, I'm sure the case may be, or promoting violence, but as far as parenting is concerned, children, y'all come and tell me, because I didn't think he was wrong. I'm going to support what he was attempting to do and what he did. I'm going to support it because now fuck all that. Okay, ain't no child gonna come in um and act as if he's going to assert himself, his mother and all of that. Okay, no. So that I'm sorry, y'all just saw my face twitch, but child, I just saw something up in here that just really looks that way. Okay, boy, I swear, children get when they get money, they act like they don't know what the hell to do with it. This girl done put diamonds and crosses and shit in her teeth. I'm going through on site's page on Instagram to see if they still got the thing. Uh yeah, they done took it down, y'all. Yeah, I see they had to remove that particular post. Well, all right. Yeah, I can't get that way. Oh, damn it, I'm evil. Oh, I should have done that. I should have done that there. Um so okay, be that as it, what is this? Have y'all heard this story? A disgraced pastor accused of allegedly raping his young family member over 600 times, even impregnating her. Some assaults took place right in the church parking lot. Now, assault. Okay, okay. Assault is a strong word, and I know we're going to use that word, right? And I'm about to say something that's going to make a lot of y'all mad at me, okay? Because there are times, and I swear I say this constantly, there are times where those who are teenagers and older teenagers, where we want to use the term sexually assaulted. Okay. However, we never look at the fact that this little teenager has been cunning and has been, uh, on the prowl, setting folks up to where they have become more alluring and they end up touching folks in the right way that ends up having a sexual encounter. Okay. And the reason why I'm very passionate about making this statement is because I was one of those people. Okay. When I came out and was on the verge of coming out and carrying on, yes, I was one of those people because I knew what I wanted. So I would go up and seduce men and carrying on. And yes, I knew what I wanted and I knew how to go about getting it the way that I got it. Okay. Um, So I know that it exists. I know what teenage predators can do. We see it all the time. When we used to have the damn uh after school specials and carrying on, that was one of the things that we talked about on the after school special. You know, how the folks would come through and would seduce the teacher, try to get the good grades and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, yakety spleen. So we have that. It happens. But oftentimes we say the word assault, and we automatically think that the adult was the aggressor, the adult was the the perpetrator and things of that nature. And then we'll sit up and say, well, you are an adult. You supposed to know better. You supposed to have self-control. Where? Where? Especially nowadays where kids don't even look like kids anymore. Are you talking about a 16, 17, 18-year-old? And the way how they built now? These kids, y'all heard me say this on the show before. These kids ain't kids body-wise no more. Mentally, yes, but body-wise, no. Hell, they got all this damn adult body. They got hormones raging and shit. They don't know what the hell to do with it. And then, folks end up getting in trouble because they done got crafty. They use a technicality with the law and say, okay, here we are. I'm 16, which is the legal age of consent in most states for sex. However, statutory rape is considered, you got that 4-year window. So between 16 and 20, that's considered to be statutory rape, meaning that, okay, yeah, y'all close in age or whatever, but yeah, the age of consent is 16, but you got that comma, but anything after 21, if the perpetrator is over 20, 21 years old, then they flat out say sexual assault. So in order to keep this on the hush hush and on the low and carrying on, then we end up going through all these particular changes. And I don't think that that's fair, particularly when we have folks who love to be crafty. Okay. I mean, think about it. Think about it. Especially now that we got cell phones and stuff, and folks are cyberbullying because they're able to take pictures and nude pictures and carry on. They're soliciting themselves all the time on these damn phones. So if they're old enough to think of that, now I'm not saying mature enough, I'm saying old enough to understand what all that means. They understand about trying to get this money. We watching shit on TV that says, okay, it's all about the coin, bitch. Okay, use what you got to get what you want kind of thing. So if these kids are growing up in that, let's look at hip hop culture and carrying on, especially now. If folks are able to communicate that in a way to where folks are all about getting the hustle on the ground. We already said that these kids nowadays, they're not like we were. Okay, we eased up into some shit, and then we were able to, maneuver and make it work for us. How we made it work. Well, now we have opened up the doors to where our kids and our grandkids now are coming up to where hell, they think clearer. They have a thought process that's a little bit different than ours now, but the world has changed. So I believe that God sends them down here, honey, with capabilities beyond what we were doing when we were kids. So now they're coming in, learning how to do this, learning how to do that. They know how to research shit. When we were kids, the internet was not at our disposal. Information was not at our disposal like this. So you're talking about kids being born into a world of information at your fingertips, at your phone, and carrying on. We don't even look it up no more. We go, hey Google, hey Siri, and it talks to us. It gives us the images right away. So if we're in that kind of information world, okay, why is it impossible to think that these kids are not as crafty as they can be? And why is it that the onus always goes on to the adult for having to, you should have known better. You should have exercised self-control. And one of the things about exercising self-control means that somewhere in there, it got to a point where I could say stop. And when I was saying stop and leave me alone and walk away and this, that, it's kind of like the same thing as fighting. Don't get mad at me because now I'm going to turn around and beat this motherfucker's ass. And then you go look at me like I'm the bad person. I get that all the time, as big as I am. That you too big to be jumping on that little motherfucker. He knew that when he was fucking with me. He knew that when he was fucking with me. And every time, oh, he all right, he all right, he all right. And then when I said, no, it's not, did y'all look at me because I done had to knock this little heifer? No, I'm the one in the wrong. And I equate that to on that same level with this. Listen, y'all want to talk about the adult's supposed to be the responsible one. The adult's supposed to be the one that is supposed to exercise self-control. But when I say leave me alone, don't, no, and they keep on, but hit that right button. Now all of a sudden I'm the one that's wrong. No, everybody gets backed into a corner. When you get backed into a corner, what you're gonna do? You're coming out swinging, because there's no place else to go. You get to a point of no return, honey. There is no place else to go but for it. Does it make sense? Now when it comes down to sexual assault, let me make this proviso here. Okay, because I'm not talking about those who go after and prey on these kids, because that's a whole different story. Okay, that's a whole different story, because you got these little perverts out here, honey, who go after the innocent like that. And I think a lot of the laws were to protect them from that kind of person, but it's that kind of thought process is only a monolithic idea. Is only catering to this particular type of predator. Okay, it has not been expanded, because as we see over time, honey, the predators have expanded to where that's not the archetype for that. That's only one archetype. Okay, and I think all of the laws hold everybody to that same kind of archetype there. That's not cute. That there is not cute at all. Okay, it ain't cute, baby. It ain't cute. Road, hey girl, what's going on? How are you, baby? Thanks for coming. Quiet. Okay, where is Groove, honey? I got to get Miss Groove to come on up in here. She's been waiting on the I said what I said, and all of that. Listen. Let me go get me some water. Let me take a little commercial break right here. No, I'm not. No, not a whole break. What I'm gonna do is let me play my nephew. Okay, y'all listen to this.
Look, I got a bone in my bag. Guessing you don't like that. Used to be a didn't push back. Now I got a song written for that ass, yeah. It can't be too sure about me anymore. I don't beat on the bush coming at your door. Fuck being passive, now I'm a bit more aggressive. Can't be mad at that, it's for my protection, yeah. I ain't fucking round. If I said it, then I mean it. I won't fucking back down. I'm a man, I got principles above your fucking head. You ain't walking over me, pay me my fucking respect. Yeah, I said what I said. 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 Yeah. Come on, talk to him. I don't want cuss, but I'm mad. The disrespect is so fast. Nice niggas finish last. I guess I gotta be an ass. Or do you wanna keep it clean? Treat me like a human being. Cause typically I'm for the team. Ain't the type to the mean. Yeah, I see it from your perspective. I try to understand it. You You ain't on my level, dude. You so disrespectful. Treat me like I'm low, low, low. So, oh, I ain't fucking around. If I said it, then I mean it. I won't fucking back down. I got principles above your fucking head. You ain't walking over me. Pay me my fucking respect. Yeah, I said what I said. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Said what I said. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Y'all like that? Ah, that's Who Is Theo, baby. What said what I said on this Said What I Said Sunday, honey. And I asked the question, honey, what do you do? Huh? What do you do? What do you do? And let's go here. We are back again. Since we on sexual assault and carrying on. We got more folks in the news about sexual assault. Okay. Sexual assault. Okay. Now, in addition to Diddy and all of this, all this stuff coming down about Diddy and carrying on, baby. Wow, this Pandora's box that allegedly is being opened, okay, on Diddy and what he's been accused of and carrying on. This here, darling. Now listen, I done heard about his little parties and carrying on. I done seen. Let's see, it was a video. Have y'all seen that video where he was on somebody's little talk show, or whatever? One of the little. Hey, daddy, and he called everybody daddy, and I mean, he looked like he was drunk as hell, child. But he was in that little what I call bouncy, okay. And I was like, oh, he trying to work up on something, honey. But I didn't, it was very that way, okay. It was very that way, and I was like, okay. And everyone was like, okay, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him, baby? Now they got all this stuff. We got Jamie Foxx being accused of sexually assaulting somebody. And did you know that there's another somebody that came out about Bill Cosby? I'm like, if y'all don't leave that damn man alone. And see, and here's something else that's going to sound a little bit that way. And I know what I'm about to say is going to be very controversial. And some of y'all may not like what I'm about to say, okay? But my thing is this. For those of y'all who coming up with shit that happened 20, 30 years ago, especially in the entertainment business, I'm not talking about in your family. I'm going entertainment, okay? You trying to be an actress, a singer. You up in here? There is no way you're going to tell me you don't know about what the casting couch is. There's no way you're not going to tell me that folks didn't tell you about taking care of yourself and making sure you understand that you don't get yourself caught up. You understand? Because a lot of times when you're young, you think that you could handle some shit. You think that because you've either been sexually active, you've been around the streets, or you've been around something or another, your mentality is that, oh, I can handle myself. Okay? Also, some of us have the idea that if I'm hungry enough for it, this is what I have to do in order to make it. Okay? And I'm having a I'm having an issue. I'm having an issue with that. Y'all keep saying don't blame the victim, don't blame the victim, don't blame the victim. Okay, I've heard it said you can't get mad at somebody because they found it took them this long to muster up the courage to say this. And in some instances, I'm gonna go case by case on that. Because in a lot of instances, I know somebody confided somewhere. Either you told a best friend, you told someone close to you, you told a teacher, you told the story without telling names, you told it, you wrote about it in a play, in a poem or something. Somewhere you disclosed this information. Okay. As part of your therapy. Okay, in order to handle it. Somehow, if you were traumatized by it, somewhere your behavior changed. Your grades started falling. Either you became promiscuous, or you became reclusive and don't want nobody to touch you and carry on. You started hating me, and I can't stand me. Somewhere your identity changed and your behavior changed. And if anybody who knows you is around you, they would have asked or noticed that something is not right. Okay? So my whole thing to this is, for these 20, 30-year things, this girl going after Bill Cosby now. Okay? Now. As in a brand new case. Okay? When you have the opportunity to jump on this thing when all 90-some-odd girls did this bullshit, why now? Becomes the question. Why now? And it's easy to say, and if I'm blaming the victim, so be it. So be it. Because after, particularly with someone like Bill Cosby, after all that we have gone through with him and this public embarrassment that we've gone through with him, and all of the support she could have garnered with all the other ladies that said, oh, this happened to me, why now? And see, from what I'm understanding, there is the law about the statute of limitations. I heard that's about to end at some time. So a lot of these cases are coming before that deadline date, so that it can get the buzz started or whatever, right? So we have never heard no shit on Jamie Foxx. Cuba Gooding Jr. got another damn case up against him. I'm like, what is going on? And it's awfully funny that I'm hearing all these damn things. We hearing all these men, and then now we ain't heard no more about Weinstein or whatever. Uh, 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 what's the child's name? Ron Jeremy, porn star. He's another one that had a case, that got another case, and he's basically on his deathbed at the moment. Okay, they just had to move him to hospice or something or another. Not hospice, I think a rehabilitation center, but he's not doing well health wise. And I'm like, really, bro? What you say? It ended November 24th. Oh, really? So they had to get all this stuff in before that date, and now we got all these damn cases that carrying on. And so when we look at Hollywood, now let's go here. Let's go here. Let's just do it. Because Hollywood, Hollyweird, okay, Sin City or whatever, everything about this is known for sex, drugs, rock and roll. I mean, hell, y'all watched on Arsenio Hall. Wait a minute. What show was he on? Wait a minute. Hold on. Arsenio did an interview. No, it was the Arsenio Hall show, and I'm trying to remember who it was, because there was an actress that was on there, and she said, oh, well, we came to one of the parties. We came to one of y'all parties, but we were asked to leave. And Arsenio said, oh, well, yeah, because y'all didn't get the special invitation to stay, because that's when we were sitting around there getting, you know, those girls, honey, who was willing to go the extra mile. So, honey, this ain't nothing fucking new. So if you got to those special invite to stay back or whatever, what we done got into the term thought. Everybody think that thought is a word, honey. Thought is an acronym. That hoe over there. Okay. That hoe over there. So this ain't nothing new. So now for folks coming up out the woodwork 20, 30 years later talking about something, oh, well, yeah, he sexually assaulted me. Was it sexual assault, bitch? Or was you caught up in the moment and then you decided, oh, I didn't want to be involved like this? And outside of Terry Crews, who was assaulted by Weinstein. No, wait a minute. I was about to say outside of him. No, because what's the child Raz B from the group with Omarion and them? Outside of him, and long time ago, Corey Felder. Y'all remember him? What was the name of the movie Corey was known for? I can't. Was it Goonies or what? Yeah, he's an actor. Okay. Long time ago, Corey Felder was like, he was the first white boy to come out and say that, you know, this was what was happening to him in Hollywood and this, that, and the other. But we don't hear a lot of men coming forth saying that they've been sexually assaulted by male or female. Okay. Definitely not by no female. Okay. So we're not hearing that. Okay. But it's all of these men folk that a lot of people are going up against, okay, and saying I was sexually assaulted, or you know, at the very least, inappropriate behavior. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way, because that's an easier pill for me to swallow, okay? Because I can accept it. You would be inappropriate with me if you slap me on my ass and ask you to do that shit, okay? Or if you come up there and thought that the way to get to have a conversation with me is to grab my titties. Okay, hush. Okay. You know, we have that going on. Okay, at a party and this, that, and other. So, you know, when we have that, it's like, okay, what's going on here? Okay. What's going on here? What's the tea? Okay, what's happening? Now, if that's the case, and you know, this, that, and the other, I could swallow that pill faster. Okay. It won't get lodged up in here, because it's like, no, I didn't come here for that. Okay. And then it becomes, okay, let me leave, and then you stop me from leaving. Then it becomes all that. Then that's where the assault come into play. I could get that. You know what I'm saying? But Miss Thing, if you there because you caught up in the party, or you think that because you done smoked a blunt or whatever, all right, and you know what the blunt go do to you, okay, and you the only bitch around up in here, all the guys that you think you should have been finna let have, okay, really interesting. I'm having an issue with that, and a lot of folks don't. A lot of folks, because we done got to this point now to where we don't want to be, where you should be, you know, why did the victim got to be victimized and we got to send them through all of this? Because, honey, it ain't making sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Well, why do you got to question her? Well, goddamn it, because why the fuck you take your ass over there? Why the hell didn't you leave? Why didn't you leave? And here's the biggest thing. What the fuck said that you went back? What made you go back? If this happened the first time, if it happened the first time, for all those who say they went back and they around in this Dr. D, What made you go back? If this was so terrible, so horrible, so this, so that. If this was so traumatic in your life, what made you go back? Those are the questions that I have. Now, the ones that was one and done and all of that, I consider now and again, when I'm going to say going to be that way, because I consider those to be the real girls that got real cases, because it fucked them up here. I didn't come in for that. I didn't know what this was about, you know, blah, 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 blah. Those babies and carrying on, I'm like, baby, you know, yeah, I have a little bit more empathy for them. But those who sit up there thinking this is part of the game, and this, that, and the other, and using this as the way to come up, and this, that, and the third, no. My sympathy points, honey, are not there in the abundance. They're just not. They're not. Okay, they're not. So what do we do? How is it that we move on? Michael, what you say? Wait a minute. He said California's what? California's doesn't end until December 31st, 2026. So is that what it is? Everybody gonna rush to California to get these damn cases put in? Huh? So we got 3 more years. We got 3 more years of them trying to bust up in Hollywood. Okay. What is the price? And then here's the biggest question. Will this stop anything? Is this going to stop anything? What about those who get into relationships? Ain't that what Diddy going through? He was in the relationship with this girl, and then bought in some freaky shit and carrying on. Ain't that what T.I. and Tiny going through? Folks sit up there, you know, talking about, oh, they this and they that. They gave me some drugs, and it was a whole big girl. Okay. Oh, bro, that was New York that ended on, okay. New York's ended on November 24th. Okay. I don't know if they got one down here in Georgia. I don't know if we have one here, considering that now this has become, you know, the Hollywood of the South or whatever. I need to look into that. The research department, look up Georgia with the statutory rape thing, whatever they're calling this. Let's look that up to see if Georgia is on the books of saying when theirs is going to end, because this is an entertainment town or state now rather. So yeah, I'm really trying to really get into the fibers of all of this, because for me, and I'm looking at it now. Let me be very transparent here, okay? I'm looking at this through the eyes of someone who deals with sexual addiction. Okay. I'm very open about that. And I know what my triggers are. Okay. I know when I'm in a situation where I have to leave, because I can easily be triggered to where this could go down. You know, and I've never been accused. No, that's not true. Let me say this out loud. I've never physically raped anybody. I have never physically been involved in anything that was coerced like that, okay? I've been accused of raping someone over phone sex. Somebody told me that. We were in a conversation and carrying on, and it ended up becoming a phone sex situation. And the guy stood up there, and in fact, he blocked me and everything because he told me that I raped him. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? He said, I wasn't trying to do that, but you kept talking and everything, and you made me do something against my will. I said, I didn't make you do shit against your will. You could have hung this motherfucking phone up. You was the one playing along with the game. What the fuck are you talking about? And I don't even remember his name. He blocked me and everything. This was 2023. This happened maybe, about 10 years ago. Okay, sure enough. That's the only time I've been accused of anything like that, and that was because it was phone sex. Okay. Otherwise than that, I have never been in a situation to where I've been accused of anything like that, nor have I accused anybody, because I know I was in situations where I could have left, but I was in that space of my addiction, and it was one of those, if I leave, something better gonna come and I'm gonna miss it, and that's addiction talking. Okay, I had no control of my faculties because I was there to do what I was trying to do, and I had lost control of my will. Okay, but that's a me thing. That ain't put. I'm not putting it on nobody else or whatever. The situation was what it was. So no, okay, and I've never had anybody push up on me to where it made me feel uncomfortable. Okay, well, no, that's not correct. Not without me being able to say no, stop, this, that, now. You know what I'm saying? There was moments where if I felt we wasn't going to do anything, I don't do it, right? And I was able to get out of that, and that's the kind I don't have those stories because I was able to get up out of it. It was never anything at gunpoint. I got robbed at gunpoint, and I thought they were going to rape me, but they were just trying to rob me. No, not trying to. They robbed me. Okay. But otherwise than that, no, it has never been, it was nothing else. So I'm coming from that particular viewpoint because I'm looking at this, I'm like, sweetheart, and I know with a lot of to be frail, they want women to be this, but in this day and age now, okay, with a lot of women, honey, who want to be badass bitches and all this, that, and the other, and boss bitches and this, that, and the third. We got a lot of damn men out there, men who still believe that men can't get raped, okay, who still believe that, oh, this is just what it is, I'm gonna do what I want to do. We still have a lot of that mentality going on, and I'm like, okay, where are we with all of this, children? Okay, what is all of this? Okay, what is all of this, and why? Why? And for the entertainment industry, what is it about dipping your dick somewhere just on a fake promise that you're gonna give somebody the world, you're gonna give them a contract, you're gonna let them sing on the track, why is that so much of a thing? Why is that control there? Okay, wait, what you got, Rose? Axl Rose is accused of saying she would have slept with him, but when saw the way he treated another woman, she left his hotel room. He went after her, brought her back to his room, and raped her. That's a whole different thing. Now, see, and now that's, yeah. And see, all that I know, that's Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses. Oh, child, come on. Now, see, I would now. And then she said, I would have, but hell, the way how he did her, I left. But he came back and got me. Okay. And carrying on that, all of that. Oh, yeah, he got to go down for that. Now, that he goes down for. You know what I'm saying? See, those are the extenuating circumstances to where I've done what I could do to protect me, but yet you pulled a gun on me. You did some stupid shit like this. You drugged me. See, all of that, whenever you got to go through those extremes to try to get a piece, why? Somebody please explain this to me. I really and truly need to understand that. What in the fuck is the point of dropping a Mickey on somebody? Huh? What's the point of dropping a Mickey on somebody or slipping a Mickey just so that you can take advantage of their body? Okay? Just so that you could take advantage of their bodies. Okay? Yes, it happened in the late 80s. Yeah, because that's when they was hot. After Guns N' Roses and stuff was hot in the 80s. They were the band. Okay. Jaguar Wright has told a lot of those stories. What is that bullshit? Okay. Jaguar Wright, you know what? Let me say something. And in the beginning and carrying on, because, you know, when she first started on her little rants and stuff, you know, it was like, okay, she dishing tea and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, okay, girl, you got all the dirt and carrying on. But she just did something on Mama Patty. And y'all know I'm very sensitive with my entertainment mama. And she said something. I don't know if it's true or not. I just don't like the fact that she said it. Okay. And she was saying that Armstead, her now ex-husband and the father of her son, Zuri, had said, she said, this was when they were going to the studio doing her gospel album because Winona Judd was at the studio. And blah, 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 blah. She went on to say that allegedly Armstead was there and had just got to badmouth their mama, you know, and talking about how she was run up in and carried on because in order for her to get on, that all the Temptations had run up on mama and claiming that you know that happened to her, and her hush money was the fact that she got the song New Attitude, and right at New Attitude, that's when her career took off. So they trying to say that basically her pact with the devil was that, you know, you know, you don't expose this and we'll get you a hit record. Okay. And I don't know, you know, I'm hoping that's not true because whatever. Mama ain't never said nothing like that. And that's not even in her book. Now she talking about the fact that, you know, she and Otis Williams from the Temptations, they were engaged to be married, and he wanted her to stop singing, but that was a long time ago. That was before she was still with the Bluebells then. Was she still with the? It was before she met. Well, I think her and Armstead had already known each other. You know, they were friends or whatever, but she was engaged to be married. Then she's accusing and saying that Armstead was gay, and we all knew that he was gay, and blah 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 blah. So I don't know. I don't, you know, some of this shit. But here's the thing, though. I have yet to see anybody put her in check. When she talked about Jill Scott was like, I'm not gonna put no negativity, no negative energy on that. You know, she kind of did to her what Oprah did to Monique. You know, fuck her and all that. We just not going to address negative energy. I have yet to hear anybody put Jaguar in check. Okay, so with that, I'm trying to, because the kind of shit that girl is spewing. Listen, okay, folks been killed for less, and I'm surprised that she's still here and still got a mouth. Okay, and that's just being real. Okay, and wait a minute, I like what you said there, Road. Okay, how is she privy to these stories as she wasn't there? Boom, that's my one of my points. Okay, group, you say, well, this is where I say everybody do their own music on the net. Somebody will hear fuck Hollywood and all that shit. Say it, bro. Groove. What's this shit about the dick and the dick somewhere to promise women singing careers? Yeah, that's what she's claiming. That's what she's claiming. Okay. The Temptations ran up in her, and all of them, and the hush hush was you don't tell nobody, and somehow she was gifted New Attitude. Okay, allegedly, I baby, listen, okay, wow, I'm yeah. So what a lot of the stuff that's coming out with Miss Jaguar carrying on, is it sensationalism? Yes. Is it hot to hear? Okay, like, oh my God, you know. But then again, I had to take it with a grain of salt and be like, okay, mm, I'm on the same bandwagon with that damn Tasha K. There's nothing that can come out that bitch's mouth anymore to me that I would believe an iota of a word of it. Because after she lost her case with Cardi B, and then she came out and said, "Oh well, yeah, I said this and I said that because, I am a pop culture entertainer, commentary." A commentator, and it's entertaining and blah 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 blah. And basically, you said you making up shit just so that you could get clicks. No. And when Mr. Man sat up there talking about Will Smith and Dwayne Martin, and they, he caught them, bit, and all of that, child, bye. But I'm not believing not one word of it. I don't believe not one word coming from that platform. I don't believe not an iota of a syllable coming from them. And he could very well be telling the truth, honey, but I don't give a fuck. It came on that platform, and I'm not believing it. I'm not believing it because you've already been sued because you lied. You've already been sued because you lied, and you admitted you lied. You admitted it. But say, no, there's nothing else you can do for me. There's nothing else you can do for me. Because now, why? See, the danger of having social media like this, and the danger of everyone having a show or whatever, is that a lot of us be wanting to get clicks and likes because a lot of folks monetize or whatever. We monetize this stuff. Now, can I be transparent with you? I don't make money off of this because of what I do. It ain't there for me. I don't have the millions of views and things of that nature because my content is not what the folks want. See, a lot of y'all. Okay, let me get on society for a minute, because y'all bitch moan and complain about. We talked about Agent Orange where he said fake news and this, that, and that, but that's what everybody run to. Y'all run to all this salacious shit. Y'all still watch them goddamn housewife shows and carrying on. And that there doesn't even make sense to me. I don't even know how the hell the damn reality genre of TV, okay, is still in existence. But this is the shit that y'all say that y'all want to watch. And y'all get caught up in cute edits and carrying on and think that shit is real. Y'all get caught up in the fact that because so-and-so took a drink and threw it in this bitch's face and jumped over the table and this, that, and other. Y'all get caught up in that. And we are now living in a world where everybody thinks that that's supposed to be cute and fun, and everybody can get, they can get on, they can get likes, they can get this, they can get that. But if it wasn't for people like you who gravitate to this bullshit, none of this would be happening like this. I won't say that we won't have salaciousness, because we've always had gossip columnists. We've always had those. But see, back in the day, when it was all just in print and you had to read about it or watch Joan Rivers or watch the little news, and you get them to come in and talk about the little gossip and carrying on. Or you read Sister to Sister magazine, because that was the only magazine that I read, because Jamie Foster Brown was someone who fact checked. And when she told a story from the person themselves. When she got information, she would sit up there and get permission to say, hey, this is what's going on. And they trusted her. And for me, that's the kind of stuff that I would like to be in. I can't be sitting up here putting stuff out there and not be responsible for the information, especially for those of you who love to come here to this particular show and say, you know what, I fucks with you and I rock with you. It would be irresponsible for me to give information and then just drop it there and say, okay, I'm going to drop this here, and it is all wrong. This is why I'm very careful with saying, listen, I don't know if that's true or not. This is what this is. And this is one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of celebrity gossip and carrying on. I can't get all off into those kind of things, because that there, what's true today would be false tomorrow, because hell, all we got to do is change a word or two, or the way if something is being said as a double entendre, okay, then because you took it one way and I meant it another way, honey, then that's what starts a whole bunch of messiness. Wendy Williams, honey, is the queen of messy. Her entire career has been built on mess, but she was strong enough to handle it. Folks were threatening to kick her ass all the damn time. You saw what she and Whitney Houston went through. When they're like, bitch, I'll pull up on you. Okay, we could, that there was her. But she was willing to take all that. And as a human being, I know it hurt when she did a documentary and carried on. And she crying all through it and carried on. But this is the career you said you wanted, and that's what you built for yourself. To be messy. Oh, I just love all this messiness. No. I can't do that. Okay, I cannot do that. The celebrities that we've interviewed here on Dishing Tea, okay, I've been privileged to do that. And yes, there's some stuff out there that, that we can talk about or whatever, but there's a way to present that information without it being so catty, without it being so salacious, without it being like I'm trying to have clickbait or whatever. When I interviewed Fantasia right after she had came out of the hospital after her suicide attempt. Okay. I didn't go in and was like, girl, what we didn't go in like that. It was a different approach to where I wanted her to talk because I was concerned, not trying to get no fucking clickbait. The clickbait was I got Fantasia on the damn show. This ain't about trying to get all this. Now, I did get an exclusive. The exclusive was something else that came out of the show, and that's the shit that I like. Okay. All this other bullshit, honey, is just that it's bullshit. Okay, but this is what a lot of us migrate to. We run to this shit. Okay, we run to it. And this is the danger of platforms like this, because you got folks like Tasha K and others who will sit down there and they tell you that they lied. They come right to you and tell you they lied. All for clickbait. Have y'all been on YouTube and I don't know who the hell these people are. All of a sudden they say rest in peace and so-and-so said that so-and-so died. And then you're like, what the fuck is this? And I know in the beginning, because I'm like, I ain't heard nothing about this. And then you click on it, and it ain't nothing to do with the star. They talking about, oh, they lost a dog or something on the right. Or they give you something that done happened 25 years ago. And it's like all this clickbait. Why are y'all clickbaiting this? And now with AI, y'all see these cute these little horrific AI images that they're creating. Okay. Gabrielle and Dwayne Wade are breaking up and she called him gay and all this. Why? Why, honey? Why? Is it that serious? Girl, bye. I'm not understanding that. Roll, wait a minute. You put something up in here. Patty and the Temps weren't on the same label, so they wouldn't have shared the same studio. This could be true if they were on tour together. I've never known Patty being on tour with the Temptations. Not when she became Patti LaBelle. Maybe when they were LaBelle just getting started, but that's still, they were Motown. So you're right. They wouldn't have been on tour together. They wouldn't have been on tour together. That's just a business deal. They were Motown, honey, and Patty was Philly International. They were already rivals. Okay. Okay. So child, bye. Okay. Just bye. I don't get it. I'm done with. Okay, let me move on because I got one more thing I want to talk about, and I'm gonna let y'all go. And the thing here is, y'all heard about George Santos, right? He done got ousted out of Congress, And of course, they're trying to say, uh, you know, wait a minute. She said, that's why I know it ain't true. Okay. Okay. And there's something like that, child. Listen. And then she talking about Armstead said it and blah, 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 blah. And they were, that was her husband at the time and this, that, and the third. But Patty and Armstead are still friends, she say. They're still friends. They're grandparents. And so they share grandchildren and this, that, and the girl, bye. Okay. Anywho, George Santos has been ousted out of Congress. And here is my question. And I'm piggybacking off of, I've been saying it, but I haven't come on the platform to say it here. But my sister, honey, Miss Flame Monroe, she said this on her show, Laugh and Learn. And she says that here we have this gay man who is a drag queen that got up in drag and came on, and performed and blah, 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 who lied his way to get all the way up in Congress. Honey. He lied about everything about his campaign. He lied. He got up in Congress and still lied and this, that, and the other. And they finding out he done did this with the campaign money, done did this and did that. But yet, there has been no outrage from the rainbow community. The alphabet children ain't did shit. And I've been saying that too, because I'm like, wait a minute. Are we going to show our outrage? Because, bitch, you got an opportunity now to where we're here. When he went up and said that he supported no drag shows, and, bitch, we see you being a drag queen, what the fuck is this? How? That there is hypocrisy all day. And then you're going through all this. Where was the outrage? So I'm like, okay, what are we doing, alphabets? Are we going to be outrageously upset with this queen? Or are we going to sit down now, okay, girl, you pulled a stunt, bitch, hard work, girl. Are we doing that? Because there's nothing, listen, I know many of us don't like politics and carrying on, but bitch, this is just the way of the world. You got this bitch up here as a representative for you to make policy. Now, it's not to say that you are supposed to agree with her politics or not, but the bitch lied about everything. Not that she just told a lie. Everything about what she stood for was a fucking lie. Everything that they challenged her on has been a lie. So why are we not upset and be like, girl, wait a minute, honey, what is this that you're doing? Because I'm going to tell you, y'all quick to sit up there and throw the tea children under the bus and talk about some, oh, them drag queens, honey, you don't want to be friends with them because they shady, they steal your money, they We quick to do that for a whole community that many of us refuse to get to know and carry on about the alphabets. But yet, this queen that set up in here lied her way to get into Congress and then had the nerve to gloat when she won one of the rounds of carrying on as she gloated and wanted to stick her damn fat ass titties out and carrying on and act as if somebody was supposed to give a damn. Now she done got voted out, and now they're trying to say, "Oh well, she was in. She only been accused. She has not been charged or whatever. Has not gone to court and blah 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 blah." Stop! 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 Okay. When the reporter was like, "How come you not? How come you won't answer any questions?" And this child sat up there and said, "Oh, it wouldn't be wise to do that and carrying on, walking and carrying on." Bitch, stop. He spilled all the tea at the hearing when he got expelled. Oh, did he? I didn't hear it. Well, oh, okay. Wait a minute. He spilled all his tea? What? Girl, give it to me, Road. What happened? Because I don't know what he said, honey. All I know is I'm catching the highlights on the reel because at this particular point, to be completely honest, see this child on the news or whatever because he done got so much Botox in his face, and he looked like he got some kind of facial work done outside of Botox. Looked like he got some fillers in his lips because his lips look all pouty and carrying on. And I wanted to have work done. Okay, but all of that, I did not want to hear this child on anything because she was too damn cocky, too fucking arrogant for me. And that combination doesn't do well for me, honey, because see, all of that will warrant an ass whooping for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, bitch, because it becomes who do you think you are? And I just thought about it. I left a pillow. I was sitting here saying, okay, I'm gonna get off of here in a minute because I'm gonna go stretch out or whatever. And I got a pillow at work that somebody left behind and lost to find. It's one of those the full back pillows that look like it got the little armrest on it. And I left it at work yet again. And now I was in I wish I had that damn pillow right now. But nonetheless, that was a sidebar. I'm sorry. But I'm sitting up here. I'm sitting up here. I'm just gagging and all this because there should be more outrage. There's a video. He is telling all the GOPs who exposed him T. Oh, he telling all they T. Oh, see, again, another sissy stuff. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Girl, see, you got, wait a minute. Hold on. Girl. He up here spilling the tea, child. Wait a minute. I just typed in George. He the first thing to come up. I'm in Google, right? He the first name to come up. So that means everybody must be doing this shit. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to. Okay, no, because I don't know which one is which. And all of these looking like news stories or whatever, but I'm trying to get him. And no, not I don't want the 10 months ago. This is like within the last few days, right? You got expelled, bitch. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna find out which one. So when I come back, honey, we're going to get into that because I want to hear what the hell he had to say. Okay. I want to hear. Yeah, I need to hear this out his own mouth. Okay, but like I said before, I never followed this stuff because I just the sound of his voice irritated me when he gets into that little cockiness and shit, right? So no, but I'm getting on us as a community, as the rainbow community, and carrying on. And let me say this, because I'm gonna throw the race card up in here because see, had this been a black queen doing all this shit, bitch, y'all would have read this bitch for filth. Y'all would have read this heifer for filth. It would have been all kinds of, oh my God, you're a disgrace, all kinds of, how could you do this? It would have been all kinds of all of that nonsense. Okay, I mean, look at what y'all put. What was the governor's name? The guy running for governor in Florida, the black guy, who I believe was set up, honey. I believe they set it. That was a complete setup. How in the hell y'all gonna have all this their drug paraphernalia and carrying on, and the boy was a trick? Okay, that was just too convenient of a thing for me. But y'all wanted to expose he was bisexual and all of that, and but his wife knew. Okay, so y'all raked him over the coals. Y'all raked him over the fucking coals. But we don't hear nothing from y'all about this bitch here. And I didn't like it when it first came out. I didn't like it. I did not like it. It was something about her from the jump for me. And I don't have no voting power because I'm not in New York or wherever, whoever she represents. I'm not in her district at all. But something about that just did not sit well. And I'm just wondering, where are we? Where is the all of the children? Okay, the HRC and everybody, we've been fighting to get representation and equal representation up in Congress and trying to make sure that we got seats up in there. And then this bitch come along and lie her way in, and then we have the nerve to have the audacity to be as cocky as she is, and then want to act as if she did nothing wrong. And nobody is exclaiming that. Where's the celebratory? She'd have been expelled now. Nobody is waving the flag and saying, ha, ding dong, the bitch is dead. Nobody is waving that flag. Your career is dead, girl. How? How? Because now you done went down in history as being, I don't know, I'm going to say the first gay child or whatever, but at this particular point, honey, you're the only openly gay that had a career like this. Bitch, it ain't even been a year yet, has it? Or maybe a little over a year that you done been in office and you done got expelled, girl. You done got expelled. Okay. Okay. Well, my sister Helena, hey baby, you know the anniversary of her passing is coming up. It'll be 2 years. Shit. Okay. Uh what would she say? She would say, honey, if that's what you believe, if that's what you believe, sister. So I'm not, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And then it becomes the answer, the question rather becomes, what do we do? Huh? What do we do in time like this? Because we can't change human behavior because people are gonna be people. Okay. The people gone people. The people gone people. All right. And in fact, you know what? I would play that song right about now. It's a Queen Latifah song called People. She and you got Mary J on background vocals, okay? Ad-lib vocals rather. But yeah. You know what? When I'm because that song is on me now. Uh-oh. What just happened? There we go. My screen had gave me a little bit of do I did. I thought I had lost y'all for a minute. Okay. Queen Latifah. I'm gonna put the link in the thing, so that way y'all can listen to the song. Okay. Yes, honey. This here is the tea. I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna put this link in the y'all go and check this song out, honey, because I would play it, but like I said, now I know they'll ding me for this one. Okay. Y'all go check it out. I'm gonna go right into this song. Okay. Okay. I will. I will go right into this song right here. Okay. But all right. So there was that, y'all. Okay. We did it, honey. We got through uh today's show. And listen, honey, today is December 3rd, 2023, for about another 40 minutes. And then we'll be into December 4th. We are, what's that, 28 days away from 2024. What do you have in store for 2024? Because I'm about to beat the high score in 20. That's beating the high score in 2024. And I think I'm gonna stick with that. Okay, I like both of them. What do you have in store for 2024, or what's in store? I like that. What's in store for 2024? Oh, that's cute. Okay, and beat the high score in 2024 because y'all gonna hear me say this all the time. Running for mayor. So I'm in a point now to where we've got to readjust life. We got to reinvent ourselves. We got to get into a point where we're doing something. Okay. We're doing something. I may end up looking into going into creating a studio outside of this because right now I'm a home studio, right? But I'm digging the idea of going into a studio, and having my own studio, whatever, to where I'm out and I got to go to the radio show. We can have folks come in and sit down in the studio or whatever. I'm in that space in my mind right now, but I don't know how to make that happen just yet. So we got to really, 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 really think about that. And if I don't go to a studio, then I need to create one, which means we want to do that with a house. I was thinking about doing that if I buy a house, creating a studio in the house to where it is an actual studio. So those are some of the things that we're looking into. Um, I'm looking into. I want to reproduce my play. We want to bring No Time for the Pain back. I got to get to writing again so that I can finish The Rules of Sisterhood. That's my second play. I've been writing on this for a little minute. But I need to go ahead on and get that done so we can say we got two plays up and running and, just getting some shit done. So that there is that. I'm still looking for somebody to come and help me clean up this house because I'm still stuck. Okay, I'm still stuck and trying to get rid of. I still got to get rid of my son's clothes. My grandson's. Most of his stuff is gone, but he still got things up in here that we just got to do. So we're looking for newness. We're looking for alive to be alive again. And to be on the ball. Uh, um, as far as the oils, now I've got to find out how I want to do this because I wish we had smell-o-vision to where I can let you guys smell what we have to offer. But um, I do. I said I was going to do samples and carrying on it, and do like sample bags and carrying on. If you buy a sample of everything, and what that would be if you had a sample of all of the colognes and I mean the oils rather. But we got collections. I know we got the Wakanda collection, right? We got Wakanda. We got the Soul collection. I'm building that. The Soul collection because we're paying homage to them. We got the Godfather of Soul, we got the Queen of Soul, the Godmother of Soul, Duchess of Soul, Sophisticated Soul, and we have Couture. Okay, now those should be self-explanatory, but if you don't know, Godfather of Soul that's for James Brown, Queen of Soul is for Aretha, Godmother of Soul is for Patty. The Duchess of Soul is for Stephanie Mills. Sophisticated Soul is for Natalie Cole. Couture, darling, for Dionne Warwick. Okay. I got some more, of course, coming in that particular line, as I develop this. I always Shaka Khan because that's the Contessa. Okay, the Contessa of Soul, the Shaka Khan, honey. The Contessa. All right. So I got some, when we create those formulas, we got that. And then I'm gonna have my political formula. Like I know we have those, and I got one called Victory. Okay. And I called it Victory. That was supposed to be Yolanda Adams, right? Because that was the thing. But I think I'm gonna do something else for her. So I'm gonna leave Victory as Victory. But when I created, I had Yolanda Adams in mind. Because and I think I might just leave it at that because she was the inspiration behind it. So yeah, so we got some stuff coming down the line, right? and all of that. But we got to update. I got to redo the commercial for sensuality, honey. Y'all like that? The sensuality commercial. Wait a minute. Oh, you know who I'm missing? Where is Princess Leia? I have not seen her. We got to get Leia on the thing because I'm gonna play this for her because she always liked this commercial. Be bold, be unique, be the tea with a unique body oil fragrance from the Sensuality Fragrance Collection. The Sensuality Collection embodies a unique array of customized original scents created by Big Meech. Indulge yourself in such fragrances as eye candy, foreplay, anticipation, shower fresh, naked beauty, or pay homage to the motherland and choose an oil from our exclusive Wakanda collection. Over 17 different scents that will tantalize your senses. Order yours today. Log on to www.dishingtea.com for more information. Because remember, it's all about the tea. Sensuality, that is. Y'all like that? That's for you, Princess, honey. I got to find Princess and Karen on so that she could come on up in here. But all right, now I'm rambling, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for coming in, honey, and joining me today. Listen, if y'all got any hot topics, y'all want to send something to me, you can always email me, honey. Go to the website, dishingtea.com, or you could email me at bigmeech@dishingtea.com. Just email them to me, send them to me, or if y'all, whichever platform you're on, if you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on Twitter, if you're on here on YouTube or whatever, go and message me to say, hey, Meech, have you seen this? Have you seen that? Groove gets me a lot, honey. Groove hits me up on Facebook Messenger, and she said, Meech, we need to talk about this. And Groove, I ain't talked about shit yet, have I? That's all right. I am, girl, because I when I put the show together, I don't write down a list. I got to start doing. I got to be better with that. I don't write down, points or whatever. I thinking I still got that photogenic memory that I had as a child. It's there, but it's got a short circuit. Okay. I got to go change the light bulbs, honey. Okay. But no, I got to start writing something because you made some cute points when you sent me, and I said I was going to get into those. But yeah, so we got some stuff. We're gonna do some things coming up, and now I'm in a cocooning stage to where we need to formulate it and then get some things done. We got to find out too, and I know coming next year. Because Big Red and Aunt Nikki, life is life, and so what we'll do was interject them when they can't come in live, and have a moment, like them when I need to take a break or something. I hear let Big Red say something, and then we put him in. Let Aunt Nikki say something, put her in, and that way they could still be part of the show. And you guys can hear from them, okay? Red, Minister Lavelle, he may end up having a gospel corner or whatever, or something very inspirational because as a minister now, that's a lot of times he can't come in because he's got a lot of duties to carry on that he's working on and this, that, and that, so it prevents him from coming in. Nikki, she's lifing, honey, lifed and lifed. Okay, got her up behind the 8 ball a little bit, so she's now trying to get it together and carrying on and all of that. So, so we got some things coming up. We want to do and raise the bar, honey. We got to raise the bar. So I'm going to encourage all of you to raise your bar. Raise your bar. Look at your 2023. And whatever your grandest accomplishment was for the year, let that be the bar. Take that from me, because my greatest accomplishment was running for mayor, honey. I never would have thought I would have done something like that, but we did. Okay. So, having said all that, honey, you may finish all of your crumpets, my darling, because the tea has been dished, and you've been dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats, honey. If you love me, tell all of your friends, and y'all come on up in here, honey. Like, subscribe, share. Share this with somebody, honey. If you hate me, don't like anything I said, want to neck roll me, want to, girlfriend move me, whatever, you can tell all of your motherfucking enemies to come up in here to like, subscribe, and to share. Because I need you to understand one thing, okay? And that there is everything that we're doing over here at Three the Hard Way, the Syndicate, darling. Everything we do will move forward in any way, shape, style, form, and or fashion. Okay. So with that being said, honey, we bid you guys a good night, honey. Thank you for joining us. And until the next time, honey. Breathe. And scene.